Good morning, Soul Family. Look at the weather we have today. It's incredible. It's definitely chilly. My fish are even at the bottom of their tank, hovering. It's definitely cold, which I love. This is the crisp weather that I remember when I was a kid growing up in California. In the winter and the fall, we had crisp. It was blue sky and sunshine, but it was crisp and cool. And I love. Look how beautifully calm the lake is. Isn't it gorgeous? There's a place, there's a site called Canyon Lake Exchange. Okay, first of all, hold on. I went to the dollar store. Remember I told you guys about the dollar store finds last night? Look what I got for $1. I think maybe it was $1.99, but isn't that the most beautiful rose bush? Come on, you can't beat that with a stick. Isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, so there's a site called the Canyon Lake Exchange, because I live in Canyon Lake. And as I was doing my work this morning, everything was popping up on my feed. Right in the center, because I belong to the Canyon Lake Exchange. It's where people sell things, up popped this, what I just asked the universe for. This is about asking the universe for what you want. I said to my landlord, because he just created those 2 beaches, right? He's got the one beach, and we brought the little table and chairs down on the left side. That's where I've done our readings a couple times. And then on the other side, the beach that I sit on, that's Daisy's beach, which is like me. And then on the other side is Bella's beach, and it's a little bit more secluded, which would be more like my twin side. It's a little bit more private, and it's a rectangular, it's bigger. And I said, we need a couple of long chase lounges here, because when I did that live family feed, and we were in Dreaming with Dragonflies Cove, as I rode back to my place from that recording, I watched, it was such a beautiful day. The sun was warm, right? It was very calm. And I watched the beaches along where we live down there. There's beaches along the bottom. Right, like down there, there's a beach, they've got a beach, we're all beachfront, right? And they were sitting in these chase lounges just enjoying the late afternoon sun. And I said, I would go down there and I would enjoy that peace and quiet, just kind of lazing in that warm sun if I had a chase lounge. But I don't have much money to spend, and so I kept saying, if I ever see anything at a garage sale, that's what I'm going to keep my eyes peeled up for. So this morning, everything I ask the universe for, pretty much I can manifest, like really quickly. Because what you do is you ask for it and then you let it go. So up pops on my memory, and on my memory feed as I'm going through this, the center, the Canyon Lake Exchange thing pops up. And here this woman has this garage sale, and she had the garage sale yesterday, I think. And I don't know what was left over, but there was this chase lounge, and it was like the one that I had at my house when I lived in Red Hawk. I had to just walk away from everything. Remember, Spirit says if you have to walk away or you lose something, it'll be returned to you. And the things that you need, you'll get, and you don't necessarily get the same ones. But I've been getting things that I've wanted, things that I've lost, right? I've had beautiful paintings and pictures that were stolen, and I've been given gifts of hand-painted, beautiful pictures, right? So here she says, I said, is that Chase Lounge still for sale? And do you have another? And she says, yes, I've got 2, and they're gray. $5 each. And they're like the ones that I had when I lived in Red Hawk. They're the heavy resin, durable, that you can leave out in the rain, so we don't have to worry about, because it's down there at the beach, dragging it back up. So I told my landlord, and I'm like, we're going to go pick it up. It's right, here in Menifee or Sun City. So it's amazing to me that I asked the universe, I said, I wanted those coconut chips, found them at the dollar store. I wanted chia seeds, I found them at the dollar store. I tell the universe what I want, and then I let it go, and they bring it to me. It's amazing. It's amazing. There's certain specific things, too, like I said yesterday, I would love a guy that knows how to knit. I don't know how to do it. My grandma tried to teach me, and I just suck. I would love to have these little hand knit things. So on my Instagram this morning, up pops this girl who has these beautiful rings. And I've always said that for a wedding ring, I would rather have a matching, or similar, a crystal that's set, that means something for a wedding set, guys and girls. And so up pops on my Instagram, just random, and I was led to, I saw the crystals. She had these crystals, all these different rings, and I saw this set, and I said, God, I would love to have a wedding set like that. That's important. So I thought I'm going to follow her, because she has all these cool crystals, right? And I go down, and I'm seeing all these amazing, there's the most beautiful crystals, you guys, that you have no idea. P.S. Here's my latest crystal cluster that I made yesterday. Raw emerald, raw amethyst. I don't know. I think this is green citrine. I'm not even certain what it is. And a giant charger. I'm going to find out what this stone is. But that's my latest power pack punch. So I'm looking. But there's so many crystals. You know, when you go looking at crystals, if you go to a gem show, you don't know about, like, how many people knew about Amazonite? I didn't know about Dalmatian jasper, right? I didn't know about blue apatite. I didn't know about so many different crystals. So you could find, I mean, even look at the blue lace agate. How incredible is that? It's so incredibly beautiful if you see it up close. And these are natural from the earth. These are not man-made. These are beautiful. I mean, look at the labradorite. You know? I mean, to have a ring like that. So I'm looking at her page because she's just got all these different crystals. And I start scrolling down, and she's got these little hand-knit animals. And they're really inexpensive. They're like $10 each. And I'm like, oh my God. She had a fox. She had a wolf. She had a narwhal. Do you know what a narwhal is? It's like a whale with a big long horn. It's like the unicorn of the ocean. It's like the real unicorn. You know how they say that the unicorns, they were hunted, so they had to go into the sea to hide, and you see them in the waves? It's the narwhals. That is the real unicorn of the ocean. So she has this. So it's kind of like, to me, that's a really important animal messenger, because the narwhal is a type of a whale, and, well, it looks like a whale. I don't know if it's a type of a whale. I'm going to look it up for us. But it has a horn, and what's so sad about it is that they've been hunted for their horns. They've been, you know, anything beautiful, people try and murder. It makes me so angry. But the narwhal, let me see if I can find the narwhal totem. Okay, so the zodiac sign of the narwhal. So they're unique, romantic, resilient. These ones. They have a calm. Okay, this is my twin. This is why I saw it, because when I look at it looked like a whale to me, and the whale is about following your soul's path. The unicorn horn is about listening to your third eye, right? Paying attention, and it's magic. So listen to the personality of the narwhal. I think I need to get that lady to give me. I have to buy one of her narwhal. I wish I knew how to knit. You know, I posted that thing about a man yesterday who knit, and I thought, God, I would love a guy who knits. Oh my God, and I'm the tiger, right? So listen to this. So narwhals typically have a calm and carefree exterior, but inside they've got a million ideas and passions and drive for success. This is my twin. What should be a combination of two contradictory signs is instead a marriage of personality traits that help balance each other out. The warm and immediate nature of the tiger warms up, and oh my God, to this one. So it cracks me up, the narwhal and the tiger. That was just me and my twin. I love it. So the inner conflict comes with intense drive to achieve and succeed, with the battling the interior need for rational, intelligent planning. So that brings about a recipe for frustration. This sign can be extremely intense when they finally get things moving on a project, so it's best to allow them to work alone, which is so my twin. He gets so focused on what he's doing that he disappears, which is probably why he's gone. They have to achieve balance in their life. That should be their number one goal. So it will be challenging for narwhals to overpower and quiet down their ever-moving mind. They're overanalyzers, right? For those who do, will find a new focus and clarity that can help them achieve greatness that they've always dreamed about. So they've got very good hearts. They're moody, but deep down they want nothing more than to do the right thing and be of service to others. This is so my twin. They need and stable personalities to help them with their constant self-analysis, and fun friends to keep their minds off their troubles. Narwhals should expect to clash with more fiery personalities who most likely interpret the narwhal's pensive emotional nature as fussy and self-absorbed. He's not. They come across prickly, right? But they're not. Inside, they're so gentle and loving. So in love, narwhals will have to find the right compatibility of stability, understanding, and acceptance in a partner in order for this to last. Members of this sign will have a hard enough time finding balance within themselves to have to help a partner find theirs. So clearly, you have to be balanced already on your own. Though in their youth they will most likely find themselves attracted to more passionate, chaotic relationships, this sign should eventually settle down to someone grounded, balanced, and accepting of the narwhal's never-ending quest to find themselves. This may be someone who the narwhal themselves will once have seen as weak or boring until they mature enough to recognize their incredible strength in their partner's more stable nature. Career is likely to be a big focus of the narwhal. So we're talking about the narwhal person. But I want to know, this is like the sign of Virgo, and born in the year of the tiger, so it cracks me up. But I want to know about the narwhal as a totem. I know that there is a narwhal totem energy. Here we go. You think about They help you clear your mind to discover your hidden truth or your meaning. They're deep diving animals. They are the unicorn of the sea, which is what I just said to you guys, right? So the spirit of the narwhal stimulates romance and flights of fancy. Narwhal inspires creativity and can bring out hidden talents. Dreams or ideas can be vivid and multidimensional. The narwhal spirit attunes to the subconscious and universal truths. Narwhal energy helps you see beyond the surface appearance and recognize illusion or deception. In captivity, narwhals don't live long. The spirit of the narwhal asks you to choose the path of freedom, be true to the nature, and fill your life with wonder, beauty, and passion. In medieval times, narwhal sightings were linked with the unicorn legends. The Europeans believed that the washed ashore tusks to be the unicorn horn, considered to have the magical powers. The spirit of the narwhal calls to your imagination and deeper awareness, embodies freedom, fantasy, and beauty. They help heal emotional wounds and soothe a broken heart. I don't know, all of a sudden I have such deep pain. I want to show you them. This is a narwhal. The reason I have such deep pain is because they're hunted. Look at them there in the frozen tundra. That's where they live. But they're hunted for their tusks. Why can't you leave them alone? Why can't you leave things of peace and beauty and gentleness alone? God, that makes me sad. I'm going to show you a up-close picture of a narwhal, and I definitely want to buy one of her narwhal little animals. It's such a beautiful, peaceful thing. Look at this. Look at its face. Look how sweet it is. I don't understand why we have to hunt animals. Look at them taking their tusks, murdering them. Frozen emotion this one lives in. They live in a remote place, far away, because they're fucking hunted. Oh, look at them all congregating together. I keep thinking about the message we got yesterday about communal living. Maybe it's safe for them to be amongst ones of their own. They need to be amongst their soul family. So yesterday, the past life that came up about the communal living, to me, I've been thinking a lot about yesterday's reading. And people like that are gentle and peaceful, and that others don't understand, they need to be with soul family. So it's safer for them to be with groups of people like them. We're not the same as other people. We are different than the narwhal. Just like the narwhals. We're unique and we're strange, and we need to be with our own. Also, what needed to be brought up was yesterday when I was speaking about the card of the boy and the girl. The boy that had no shoes on, he wasn't equipped to go out into the world. That card was given to us in the reverse order. So I spoke about it a lot, but it was the reverse of what we spoke about. So this one was maybe kept apart from where he wanted to go. He knew where he wanted to go. But in the reverse order, he knew and he was going. And the little girl that was sitting there so focused on the butterfly was so focused she didn't realize. And that was my message. I'm so focused on what I see right in front of me. And what he's trying to say is look towards the future. Look ahead. That's why he was looking with the telescope. He knew where he wanted to go and he was going to get there. And that's what we need to know. You know where you want to go. You're going to get there. You need to focus on it like the little girl, but you dream big and you say, this is where I want to be. Yesterday, the osprey appeared to me. Beautiful. He came and he flew right above my head. I got to go outside, you guys, and talk to you. He was amazing. And the osprey says that there's important information that's pending. He came when I was in the middle of a reading with someone, and I made his message. Well, actually, his message was part of the reading itself, the fact that he came. And the osprey says that you will dive down deep under your emotional waters, and you will come back out, and you will be victorious. And reason I ran out here is because as I was speaking to you right then, 5 doves flew by. 5 big changes. There is a significant change occurring in your life at this moment. It's a good idea to call upon Spirit for help with those changes. And I saw them fly by, and I think I see right down there, we've got seagulls flying over the emotional waters. 2 of them. There's a pair. So it's talking about freedom and how important it is to go after. Just like what the narwhal said, it's important to be free. And you need to understand, the narwhal totem needs to be understood that freedom is important. It would be so beautiful if I could be out here today and have the osprey show up for us. But he came, and he literally came right above my head. and I was talking on the phone with this client, so I wasn't able to stop but I said to her, this is your totem messenger, and I incorporated it into her reading. And I said, I'm standing here as I'm talking to you, taking pictures of him. He's right above my head, and I shared it yesterday. Oh, song right now. I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming, babe. Good. Okay, hold on. My eyes are all smeared. I've got to clear my glasses. I was connecting to the spirit of that narwhal, that personality who's been hunted, who has had a difficult time. Oh, the bunny just ran across the yard. The bunny just ran across the yard. Right. Oh, we have a bunny that lives under our he's right. Oh, see where the line is, where the light meets the darkness right there? He's right there, sitting right there. We have him, he lives under our greenhouse, under our little gazebo. He ran out in the day, he's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to go on to our reading, and I'm going to use the same deck, the Akashic Tarot. I really like the pictures, but I had somebody ask me yesterday, what did it mean? Because it was confusing and made me go back and look. And she says, because it was in reverse, and I thought, you know what, you're right. I have to pay attention to when the card comes out in reverse, and then I start, but I needed to read both sides of it. But she brought my attention back, and I thought, I need to explain that. I need to make sure that you guys understand that when it's in reverse, it's the reverse of what you would see in the upright condition. Okay. Oh, we got the 7 of keys, the ascent. That's another thing. I was reading the cards, the name of the cards wrong. It's a suit, right? It's like the knights and the swords and whatever. This is what we got the other day. This is, you've come to the top of where you're at, right? And you had all the tools. You have the tools to get to where you need to go. We got this yesterday, so we won't talk about it again, but that's confirmation, right? Oh God, this song. I have to leave song. Why am I holding on? It makes me feel like my twin knew he had to go. So here, this is where we know, at this card, this is about great effort and determination and applying yourself to get to where you need to get, right? Because it was hard for you to get there, and it could be tricky. It could be, he could have hurt himself, and he probably did, just like I said yesterday. I did, right? But this is through hard work and determination you will get where you're going. And look, it's all bright and blue sky like it is today, right? That's what we've got out there. So there's confirmation of you will get where you're going. I like that. Oh, correct for neutrality on all levels. I feel like I want to do it this way. Isn't that interesting? It was supposed to go this way. So I feel like, why did I knew that I was picking it up in the upright condition, but I wanted to turn it. So I feel like that means that we need to look at it in both directions. The Willow. See, what's interesting to me about me doing that was I should have just pulled it the way it wanted to come out, but I wanted to turn it in a different direction. That's a message for us. It's a message from me. Allow spirit to handle it. Allow it to come out the way it's going to come out. The way it's meant to come out is the way it's supposed to be. So you see a hawk coming. My first thing I see when I see the hawk is there's a message coming. The willow is telling you to be flexible. The river is flowing forward. That is the river of life, things moving forward. It's a little bit churned up, but not a lot. There's a bright light coming from behind that willow. That willow that shows you that you can move and you can be adaptable. You can move with the elements. But the bright light that's coming from behind this willow, it feels as though, to me, it looks like Sedona. And yet, why is there a willow tree? There wouldn't be a willow tree in that area. Maybe down by Oak Creek Canyon. So there would be like Oak Creek Canyon, and then the trees. Then there are the trees that are there. But here you are in the summer. And the fact that the willows, they're big, beautiful trees, but when the wind comes, they're able to move fluidly with the motions, right? So you too. Here's a strong tree. It's very strong, and it's lush, and it's healthy, and this is green for new beginning, and this is the color of the heart chakra and healing and love. But you are strong, and you're rooted, and you're able to be flexible, is what's going on here, and your roots run deep. So Spirit says, there's a light shining behind you. You are in the light. All eyes are upon you. So you are able to, you're supposed to stand and be proud of who you are and where you've come. And feel that you are grounded. You are rooted. You aren't going anywhere. You're stable and strong. It's also, look at the energy of the whole card. It's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's calm, it's loving, it's comfortable. You're not afraid there. Look at, there's flowers growing here. The water is there to drink from. The sun is behind you. You've got the shade of the tree. You've got your animal messengers with you. You've got your beautiful red rocks in the background. That's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. So for this message, it's a time of power, you know, for your work, for your spiritual work, for your emotional situation. This is about for you and your family. Everything isn't it, because look at a family tree. There's growth, and it's green, and it's beautiful, and it's flexible. So yes, your tree. Yesterday, our tree got split. Remember the lightning, but it didn't fall, and there's been new growth. Because remember, when lightning strikes, it generates growth. This tree has got bright green growth, and there's light behind it, so your family is strong, and there's new growth, and it's flexible. You've got a foundation that's very, very strong. You've got also the fact that this is such a beautiful, lovely, soft, gentle, flowing tree, but it's very strong. That's your energy, like the narwhal. You're peaceful, but you're strong and you're loving. And you can draw from the waters of life. They're all right there. You know the place to be. You know where it's important to be, where you connect with your animals out in nature. You've got the mountains that behind you, which is the strength of spirit. And you have the challenges that you've overcome to get to where you are, this peaceful place, gently, where you can drink from the waters of life and you can grow. You know what's important. So right now, strong is who you are, and stand proud of who you are and where you are. And take from what Spirit gives you to grow. This is a beautiful, beautiful time in your life. The song right now, if you're under him, you aren't getting over him. Don't be his friend. Don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. So this is someone who knows where they need to separate, what they need to separate from. Right? He keeps calling me, but he keeps calling me backwards. So this person is torn, wanting to go back to something that's not in their highest good. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, I'm excited about that narwhal. I'm going to contact her as soon as I get off with you guys, and I'm going to tell her I want that narwhal. I was going to have her make me a fox. I saw a red fox, and I thought maybe a wolf. And she had this really cute little owl. I love the owl. I told her I would feature them on my desk, but the narwhal really means a lot to me. So right now, this one came in the reverse, and it's the Ark of the Covenant. Now, I don't know if you guys know the Bible, but the Ark of the Covenant is what the Israelites had to protect. It had all the sacred scrolls within it, and they would carry it with them. There were certain ones that were sent to guide and protect. The high priests that were in the there was the holy and the most holy. Only the most holy, the high priest could go into the most holy, where the Ark of the Covenant was. So you see these ones, they're in a desert, right? And clearly they're princes. And there's fire in front of them, so that's passion. Inside one of the tents, of course, you see the Ark of the Covenant. And they are sitting there by this fire, and they're guarding it. So this has something to do with legalities. Something to do, because this carried the law, the sacred law. And these ones were guarding the law. So this has something to do with legality. So we got it in reverse order. So if there are legal issues, it could mean that there's a broken contract. Something's not going to go in your favor, or be cautious with the ones that you invest with. Anything to do with legalities. Pay attention to legal issues at this time. Somebody wants you to go into an agreement with them. It may not be. Remember the song that's playing right now. If you're under him, you ain't getting over him. So that is get away from him, but they're trying to draw you in. This is exactly why that song came up. Somebody wants you to take part in a business arrangement or legality, but it's not in your highest good. Don't do it. That's your message. It's not. This is something that's going to do more harm for you. There's something that's not to your highest good. Or somebody that is whoever this is, this partner, they're neglectful. They're not doing their job. There's something about this one that you can't trust. It could be that there's a significant legal matter. It could have something to do with karmic ties that are being broken. Remember yesterday, that tree that was being split, old karmic ties that are ending. breaking that legal covenant that's stopping you, right? So if you have the Ark of the Covenant in the upright that is protected, in the negative, in the reverse, the Ark of the Covenant is broken into. The top is fallen off. And your contract is broken. So maybe you are breaking a contract with your own higher self. Maybe you have avoided the contract that you made before you came. And you've pushed your soul's path aside. And that's why the narwhal showed up this morning, because the narwhal with the whale is about following your soul's path. Or maybe you've chosen to allow your fears to direct you, like that narwhal, far, far somewhere in the cold, away from everyone else, because you're afraid to stand up, because you have been hunted and you've been abused and you've been made fun of for your belief system. Are you that narwhal that's allowed your fears and your emotional needs to stop you from moving forward on your soul's path, and you've allowed your own Ark of the Covenant to topple? Have you set your own soul's contract aside? This is about waking up and renewing your contract. Renew your contract. This is a renewal. Yesterday we were speaking about a renewal. Your life will not work. Your life will not be simple for you until you do this. Wow, very, very loud messages. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. I've got these people, I block them one by one and they keep coming back and they keep trying to spin stories with me. It's really weird. I've got to figure out with this reading if that has something to do with what I've got to look at. Okay, the Queen of Keys, and she's upside down. So we already saw the one. We've been in the keys. Now, if you're the Queen of Keys, everything's going right. You've got your book of knowledge that you're holding on to. You're surveying your kingdom. Everything is well. With the King, the Queen, you've come to the top of your field. You are respected. You are in a position of authority. You're wearing the color blue, so you're communicating properly. You're in a this is a good queen, right? But in the reverse, this queen is either not a good queen, or there could be this. If you think about the queen, if you were the queen in any tarot, you're at the top of your field. You're a good businesswoman, good business, if it's a queen, businesswoman, you know how to delegate authority. You're very successful. You are accomplished. You're well traveled. You're well read. You're well learned. This is the Queen of Keys. This is someone who's spiritually connected, is aware, awake. This is not a young person. This is someone who's lived and they have experience and knowledge. So in the reversal, this is about an emotional distancing possibly from this queen. Or you're having a difference of opinion with a queen. Now, there could be, if you're a good queen or you're a negative queen. This is in reverse. So if it was an upright, we've got a positive queen in front of us. In reverse, this could be a negative queen. Or you might be a woman who is in a position of authority and you're thinking of quitting your job because you're in reverse. Or maybe the position that you're looking for is not available for you. Or maybe a place that you have come to, a status like that you have achieved, is no longer fulfilling for you. Maybe you are the one who has pushed your soul contract aside. The fact that it's a queen just means that you're a gentle, loving, feminine, nurturing energy. This could be a man as well. Maybe you've reached a position of status, but you are the one who has pushed your soul contract aside, and you are now deciding, no, I can't do this. I need to go back. I need to go back. Or I need to reconnect with this queen that I have pushed away. So many different messages come forward. It could be that there's a distancing in a love relationship. Is it your choice? Or is it because of, what is it because of? Whatever it is, you need to pay attention to, what do I need to do in order to bring things back into balance? Everything is about coming back into balance. Maybe the way that you went on your soul's path as that narwhal, far away on your path, maybe you have a distance yourself from someone that's a karmic tie to you, because this is, we did speak about a renewal between a karmic situation. All we know is this queen in the upright, things are going well. In the reverse, they're off in the distance. This is the Hanged Woman. This woman is emotionally unavailable. There may be somebody that you are after that is emotionally unavailable to you. I am not emotionally available to any man except for my twin. This will be me. Okay? Many, many messages. I will correct what I just said. I am unavailable emotionally to anyone but my true soulmate, because my spiritual twin may not come forward in this lifetime. And I said, I want a king. And when I say I want a king, because I am the queen, I know where I'm going. I do my work. I stay on my path. Doesn't mean that I'm perfect. It just means I'm doing the best that I can on the path that I'm on. And when I speak about wanting a king, it doesn't mean money. It means that narwhal. I want that kind of a king. I want someone who is loving and gentle, who lives in love with nature. The one that came forward yesterday, the green man of the forest. I thought about that this morning, you know. People think that, what does a king mean to you? Or what is perfect for you? What's perfect for me is a nature lover, a vegetarian, someone connected to their spiritual path, someone who is into crystals, who's excited about it as I want, is somebody who would wear a wedding ring of crystals because they mean something. The specific crystal means something for us. You know, that's the kind of person, that's a king to me. Somebody who is aware and awake and wanting to grow further and the knowledge. Somebody who knows that I need time to myself and knows that doesn't mean I don't love you, and knows that I have to have my own thing, and yet we can be together as well, and one that can share. This is what a king is to me. Moving forward together on our path spiritually. One of forces, the Akashic field. Wow, this looks like the Aurora Borealis to me, something that I've never seen and I've always wanted to. My mother told me about this when I was a little girl. We lived in Canada, of course, and sometimes in the summer, she lived on the prairies. I was born in North Vancouver, but she was born in Edmonton, Alberta. Funny, I've never been there. And my grandmother was born in Saskatchewan, and so they would go back there on the prairies. And on the prairies, you're able to see, sometimes in the summer, the Aurora Borealis. So here is what you see. This, to me, looks like the Aurora Borealis. Song's playing right now. Isn't this song, "This is going to be the best day of my life"? I'm never going to look back. We're never going to give it up. Please don't wake me now. So basically, you think about the colors that come forward from the Aurora Borealis, the colors of spirit. To me, that looks like a galactic explosion, just like my galactic explosion here. Look at the colors that are represented. I also think about the colors of the rainbow represented. So the Aurora Borealis, what it does is it reflects the energy from the particles from the sun. And it's 93 million miles from the sun to the earth. And you think about, so we're talking about the Akashic field, so the Akashic records, everything that's the knowledge that's held within. So all the information and power and energy and vibrational experiences, everything of truth and possibility, everything can be ours. We are able to access our own Akashic records. So this is telling you that there's opportunities coming. Remember yesterday, I said yesterday I saw the Osprey and it said important information is pending. That means something's on its way, and it said to stay alert. And that's what Spirit is saying right now. You have got amazing opportunities in front of you at this time. And you can increase your opening to your Akashic field. Your Akashic records. You can align with the energy that's coming from Spirit. Right now, there's synchronistic events that are occurring in your life. And you need to explore the information that comes to you. I had dreams I guess it was this morning. I slept like a rock. It was amazing. And you know what? Remember what I told you guys I was going to do? I was going to go to sleep with my smoky quartz. I'm telling you, when I sleep with my smoky quartz, I sleep really, really well, and then I dream right before I wake up in the morning. And that's what I said to Spirit. I want to sleep well, but I still want my dreams. So give me a deep sleep and give me a message that I get in the morning that I can remember, so I'm not disturbed in the middle of the night with all these other entities and energies and all these other people coming in. And so the reason I go to sleep with a smoky quartz is because it's a grounding stone, and it's a protection stone. It's a stone of balance. So it's about healing and awareness. I mean, I'm going to give you a couple of things about smoky quartz. And smoky quartz can look like, where is my rutilated quartz? Smoky quartz can look more like this is rutilated, so it's all mixed in. But see how it's a kind of a lighter color, clear? And my smoky quartz, this one that I chose this darker one, the depth in it. I don't know, I was just drawn to this one. I like this one. It's got the lighter in it, so you can get like that really light smoky quartz as well. But I just like this particular, I like the feel of this one. This felt good to me when I held it. So they go from shades of light black, brown, and black, right? Like smoky colors, like I told you, the rutilated quartz. They are associated with your root chakra, so it's all about balance, and it's a stone of power. So this is about connecting to the earth, anything to connecting to the earth. So the power is the ability to protect you and ground you in the physical as well as the spiritual. That's why I sleep well and I dream well holding on to this smoky quartz. This to me, I knew, what's interesting to me is I felt that for some reason, intuitively, that I knew that this would be a stone that I needed to sleep with. And there's so many other colors, which is so cool. There's smoky amethyst quartz, there's Brandenburg smoky quartz, there's smoky citrine quartz. There's different colors of quartz. And that's why, they're also for helping you with cleansing and healing. I mean, there's just, I love. Okay, I don't want to get into that. I'm just telling you that I went to sleep and I dreamed. And when I was in this dream, I was given messages that showed me to focus about the things that I saw yesterday in the cards that I didn't bring out, and messages that I saw. I was in a what felt like a little travel trailer or like a tiny home, and somebody was getting ready to go, and I saw people sleeping in a pile of hay, and then the person was getting ready to move, and I was looking inside this place, and I saw a counter, and I said, well, if you cut the legs off that counter and cut the counter down, you could fit that in that area, and I was making room. So in the middle of my dream time, I was realizing that what I was seeing was somebody cutting away what was no longer necessary in order to fit other things in that were important. And the fact that we were sleeping in a pile of hay, someone was making a nest for someone else, and they were leaving where they were going. And then I connected with someone this morning, and they were telling me, basically confirming that same message. So when we connect this way, Spirit is saying that right now we have the ability in our dreams to understand things that are happening in our physical life. We're being shown things. So information that we need. So right now, Spirit wants you to pay attention to what you're picking up subconsciously and in your conscious, and start visualizing your goals. Like I said, visualize what you want. I saw myself in that trailer, and I thought, I've always liked the idea of a little cabin in the woods. But then I saw a tree fort, and I thought I'd love to have a tree in the woods. And then I saw myself in that travel trailer, and I thought I like that, the tiny home. There's so many. It's about simplicity. Whoa! Both of my ear chakras just blew. Hold on, I can't hear anything right now. That was the message right then, because both of my ear chakras, just like a foghorn, went right through both of them. So it's always been in front of you. Baby, you're a firework. So you've always had the ability to manifest what you need. I do. I manifest what I want. So people, right now, what we're being told is ask the universe for what you want. See it. And then let it go. Don't go looking for it. Don't dig for it. Don't go searching. It will be brought to you. I'm getting so emotional right now. Everything that I've been asking for is coming to me. Everything. Everything. I mean, I said I wanted a guy that could knit. And then what? And that was just a message from my subconscious. Pay attention. I follow what I love. Follow your spiritual path. Follow your soul's path. Follow what matters to your heart, and you will be brought to what you need. So I saw the crystals, and I followed that, and I was brought to these little animal messengers. A squirrel. Squirrel says, get ready. Prepare yourself. There's going to be changes. Get rid of what you don't need. Minimize. Store away what you do need. What was the other one that I was drawn to? The owl. Pay attention to the past the illusion. See past the illusion. See the deception. See the truth of the reality of the situation. And it makes me feel about that little boy that was looking outside of the garden. I was so focused on it being the upright condition, how he wanted out of that garden, but he wasn't prepared. I was that girl focused on that butterfly. I was so focused on the transformation, but that's also a message. I am focused on the transformation. I do see the transformation. I do see the beauty of it all working out, and you're so worried, looking, overanalyzing, looking far ahead. What's going to happen? What if it doesn't work? So that you're afraid to move forward and you don't put your shoes on. But in the reverse order, you've realized that, right? You've realized that. But right now the song is saying, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know how to talk to you. And she's saying, I don't know how to talk to you. And he's saying, you've got high expectations. I don't know what to say to you. I don't hope you can take it. I'm too good to you. I lost my patience. I lost my patience. So they're not understanding one another. You think about the narwhal and the tiger and how they had to learn how to understand one another. There's so many things that are coming at me right now. I'm speaking as fast as they're coming into my head. Now she says, I don't know how to talk to you. I find myself getting lost with you. Maybe you make me work too hard for you. I can't get across to you, so I feel like this with my twin. I feel like we're at this impasse, right? Where he says that and I say it too. But both of us want to be there, right? And then you feel like one has got high expectations, but we really don't. You just need to learn how to communicate. So for you guys, don't assume things of others. Communicate. Don't think that somebody wants something more from you than who you are, but you do need to express your feelings. You do to express your needs. You're getting information. Pay attention to what your dreams are telling you. The universe is ready to align you with what you are desiring. Just as easily as I said, I want 2 Chase lounges, and bam, bam, there they are. $5 each, go pick them up, right? There's so many things that Spirit, we are able to bring forward to us, and we are able to get just like that. Our Akashic records are open to us. The universe is opening all of this to us. If we're ready and willing to move forward, write out your intentions and ask for what your inspirations, ask for them. What is it that you're looking for? Communication, clarification, just the ability to speak face to face, because a lot of times it isn't even the words that you say, it's just the body language. You understand, and it's being in someone's energy, right? That all of a sudden things shift. That's what I'm putting out. Got to get a handle on it. That's what this guy's saying. There's so much miscommunication and misunderstanding, and it's unnecessary. Correct for neutrality on all levels. We'll do one more, and then I gotta go because I gotta see if this woman has answered me about picking up these Chase lounges. $5 each. There's no way. I can't tell you how expensive they were. I think they were like $120 each when we had ours, and there's no way I could afford that. You don't have to, because someone else is always getting rid of something that you want. Right? Wow, there's a message to me. Someone else is getting rid of something that you want. Good, well, I'll take them, because you don't know what you got. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Wow. The winged messengers, and they're upside down. 2 of roses. Okay, now, I will remember that this is in the reverse order. So now we see here, to me, Archangel Gabriel standing, and she's got a message. And then we see the hawk coming forward, and that hawk has got a message in its beak. And you see the table and chairs set there with their teapot and their coffee, and you see the big house in the background. But what I'm looking at, and I don't know if you guys can see it, I'm going to see if I can zoom in up close. The teacup is broken on that table. So, the cup, drinking from the cup, that would be emotional waters. Your table set for 2, but one of the cups is broken. So there's been a conflict at this table. Nobody's coming together, just like what is said in the song that we were just speaking about. The hawk is flying above. Now that's a bird of prey, but he's bringing something. So right now, again, the hawk is there bringing the message, and Gabriel is there, but are your fears getting in the way? Are you making things more difficult for yourself than you need to be? There's a table set for 2, but one of the tables is knocked over and broken. One of the cups. One of your emotional waters is broken and unable to be at peace. So it could be there's something with somebody that's damaged, something that's broken, something that's difficult. Maybe if your fine china is broken, something that's worth something is broken. So something of value is broken. So you're having difficulties financially. But at this moment, what I see is a table still set for 2. Now, upside down, of course, everything's going to fall out of the cups. Everything is going to smash all over the ground. But it doesn't need to be that way. Archangel Gabriel is saying there's communication here and here. You can get this together. all you need to do is figure it out. Just like in that song, he's over there saying, you ask too much of me. And she's saying, I give too much to you, but I'm drawn to you. And he's saying, I'm drawn to you too. But I lost my patience with you. They're going back and forth, but they're saying the same thing. Push and pull like a magnet do. That's what the song is saying. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my dreams. So it's like in our dreams we get along great, but in the daytime fear seems to cause a problem. And there's a block. So push and pull like a magnet do. So that's what's happening at this table. There's a push and pull. There's a competition between two that shouldn't be, because they pulled up at the table because they want to be there. So right now, be careful. Are you being asked to give more than you should? Are you being asked to give more than you have to give? Everyone needs to make an effort to set things straight. Come to the table, right? We got to come to the table. Oh, I had a dream 3.5 years ago, and there was a war that was going on, and everybody had to come to the table. And when they came to the table, they had to, it was like opposing forces, and they had to come to some kind of an agreement, a covenant. Just like the Ark of the Covenant was upset. It was upside down. Somebody broke the covenant. So they had to come together in agreement. Just like right now, come to the table. It's important right now. Maybe the ones that are with you are not able to listen at this time. Maybe what they have said is not able to be pulled back. Somebody has broken the covenant. Do what you can, but step away from the conflict. So if you come and you try and do come to a peace treaty, but those are unwilling to come to peace or come to settle. So we had that legalities, right? So think about this. It could be legal matters, literally a contract at business, within a job. It could be emotional. There's so many things that could. Somebody has broken a contract. You do what you can to bring peace to the situation, but if they're unwilling to settle, you walk away from the drama. I said this morning, where is it? I'll find it here. Hold on. Song right now. I want your ugly. I want your everything as long as it's free. Are you giving too much? You know what? Big dogs don't ride for free. To me, that means you don't get something for nothing. There's something required of you. Where is it? Hold on. What I was talking about. I have so many posts that I share in the morning when I'm under my blanket fort. Oh, all I ask of you, Josh Groban and Kelly Clarkson. It's interesting. No More Talk of Darkness. Where is it? The one before that. No one would listen to me. No one would listen but her. So there's somebody. Remember that family tree that there was a split. It could have been a work arrangement. It could have been a soul family. It could have been a group, a communal living. Whoever it was, there was a disagreement. No one would listen. No one would listen. Except for her. Song, bad romance. We could have a bad romance, but you want something for free. I want everything for free. Somebody, they're asking too much of somebody. There has to be a give and a take when you come to the table. So when people are domineering and they are just, okay, there's my prickles in my hands. When people are domineering and they're trying to overcome this situation, you walk away from the drama. I said something about the door. Maybe I posted it on Instagram. It was probably on my Instagram. I wonder if I can pull up my Instagram here on Facebook. I mean, on the computer. Sherry Columbus. Instagram. I only use Instagram when I'm on my cell phone, so I don't know how it works on a computer. See, I want everything about you. I want your love. I want this. I want everything. I want it as long as it's free. It's not going to work for me. You can't get caught up in the drama when you don't entertain it. Okay, so now this table has been flipped upside down, right? The Ark of the Covenant. Somebody has broken a contract. There's drama. And I said, nope, you can't get caught up in the drama when you don't entertain it. So you're not going to entertain it here. You've walked away from that table, right? You've walked away from whoever has broken that contract. It's upset. The cup has broken. If you've got 2 cups, that's a contract between 2 people. 2 of cups, that's a love relationship. If one of the cups is broken, somebody has broken your contract. They have broken a tie. And so you don't get caught up in the drama. And I said, nope, save the drama, mamas, and check them at the door. That's what I said. And I put a hand up like this with the door. So that's what's happened. Somebody has broken the contract. And remember I said, someone is getting rid of something that you don't worry. You don't have to go looking for it. Because everywhere, anything you want, somebody's getting rid of something that you don't want. So somebody is getting rid of what I want, and it's going to come to me. Someone else's junk is another person's treasure, right? What you don't appreciate, I do. I'm going to leave it at that. Have a great day. I'm going to go find my Chase loungers. Love you guys.